What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well out there. For today's video, we're talking about the most important topic when it comes to trying to improve on the instrument, and that's putting in the work. So let's go. Cool. So for today's video, I want to talk about putting in the work and how a lot of the improvement you hope to see on the instrument comes down to one thing: work and time spent on the instrument. But before we dive into the bulk of the video, how about that intro solo, Rugged Road by Robben Ford? One of my favorite tunes he did with the Blue Line. Also one of my favorite tones of his. Pretty sure that's Telecaster into his Dumble Overdrive Special. Such a good tone. Here's a solo on a clean tone, so you can sort of hear all the small details that can kind of get lost in the mix. It's such a good solo. You know, and getting there, like the title of the video, is work, right? It's identifying this story that's being told in Rugged Road, breaking it down into its smallest sections in practice, right? I can't tell you how long it took me to get this B7 run that he does. It's very jazzy saxophone. There's a B try, then he does. One more time, more accurate. It's so good. It sounds complicated, but in the end, it's a B7 run, right? And that you can't really learn by learning the tab, maybe. That just takes time and effort, you know? If we bring it back to very fundamentals, like I teach a lot on the channel, you know, fluidity on the fretboard, let's say with triads. Takes time. Let's say we go to G. So we go to D now. A. Understanding that comes with time. You know, a big joke that I tell my students is that comes when you lean over the guitar, you know, arch, have terrible posture, you know, and you're seeing where all these notes move and how the triads are made. C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, you know? That just takes time and putting in the work. You know, same with scales. Like I teach Cage a lot. You can have that page in front of you with all the 5 shapes. But if you're not, let's say at night or whenever you practice, doing as fundamental as it is, you know, and exploring all these different scales or playing it the exploring part you can only do, right? I can give you the PDF with the shapes, but only you can say, how do I get from this C, sorry, that's a B flat, let's say, to this B flat, right? Only you can create your own routes. When it comes to learning songs, right? Let's say the Grateful Dead. You know that I teach a lot. I can show you how to play Help on the Way. Right? You can learn that. Not super difficult. You can learn and understand that that is F Dorian. You can also do minor pentatonic with the flat 5. Right? But you have to include this D natural. Right? And that gives you the Help on the Way sound. But what you have to do is the listening, the looping and creating phrasing, increase your vocabulary, you know? Remember when you were kids and teacher would say, you want to improve your vocab? Read. Lots of reading. You know, those who read tend to have more confidence in using different words, right? And that can only come on the instrument by you sitting down and practicing, spending a lot of time on the instrument, a lot of active listening, right? A big pet peeve of mine is when sometimes you see lesson videos and at the end they say, all right, your turn to jam. and they give you the full fingerboard with all the notes highlighted that you can play. It's like, it's too much information if you don't know the vocabulary, right? And also if you don't know sort of how to say it, right? And that's where putting in the work comes in, right? That's where time is your best friend. There is no rush to be the best that you can be. Take time, you know? Ultimately, let's say in this help on the way, you know, example, you can see the full fingerboard as F Dorian, or have the confidence to move around the fingerboard, I should say. Time. You want to improve your key signatures, understanding how many sharps and flats are in each key. Put in the work, understand. C major, no sharps or flats. And we go up a fifth, G major, 1 sharp. Up a fifth, D major, 2 sharps. Up a fifth, A major, 3 sharps, right? If you come back to C, up a fourth to F major, 1 flat, right? We go to B flat, 2 flats. You know what I mean? E flat, 3 flats. Yes, you can look it up, but that's memorizing, and that's memorizing to show up to your friends that you can know it. You want to learn it? Put in the work. Walk around in your brain and say, how many sharps are in A? Okay, there are 3 sharps. C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp. Etc. So, in conclusion, you have to put in the work. You have to realize it's not a race. It's not a best of competition on the instrument. Put in the work, take your time, and understand that it's okay. You don't get it today, you can get it tomorrow, right? All our heroes that we look up to, right? They all put in the work and eventually became a master of their craft. Well, all right, guys, that is today's video. Remember, there is no substitute for putting in the work. You just have to do it if you want to improve on the instrument. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.